Before wasting your time, we are going to share top 5 best bike rack for cars. Number 5 on the list is Swagman Upright Roof Mount Bike Rack. Plenty of 5-star reviewers have put this Swagman car roof bike rack to the test by using it on long drives and road trips, including one cyclist who drove from Washington, D.C. to Los Angeles with no problems at all. And another reviewer, who bought 2 for a cross-country camping trip, can't believe how well they did. 6,344 miles and many of them on very bumpy roads, and the bikes always stayed put. I never worried about them coming loose. Checked them periodically if I hadn't removed the bikes for a while, and everything was always tight. And since this bike rack is just under $50, many reviewers comment on how great of a value this is. Summed up by one reviewer who uses these for their kids' bikes. Why spend hundreds on other roof racks? Have had this for a few months, and it's been great. Bikes are secure and feel very sturdy on the rack. Number 4 on the list is Allen Sports Deluxe 2 Bike Spare Tire Bike Rack. Although a hitch-mounted car bike rack often leaves room for a spare tire, some do not, and as reviewers note, some SUVs with an exterior spare tire don't have a trailer hitch, which is where the spare tire bike rack comes in handy. One customer says their 2004 Honda CR-V has a configuration that excludes most bike rack options, but not this one. I am especially impressed with its robust construction, simple operation, and stable performance. It clamps nicely over the spare tire, even with the tire cover left on, so on and off is not a struggle, they say, adding that after many rides on bumpy country roads, it still rides steady without issue. Another, who drove their Jeep 700 miles from Tennessee to Florida, says that other bike racks bounce on their car's hitch mount, but that this model doesn't move an inch. This rack is one of the best bike-related purchases I've made besides my bike, they add. Many other customers say this bike rack is a sturdy, worthy investment, including an initially skeptical customer who had doubts about its stability given the low price point, but says it did not budge an inch on highways and bumpy roads from Colorado to Washington state and back. Number 3 on the list is Allen Sports Deluxe 2 Bike Trunk Mount Rack. Plenty of reviewers love Allen Sports car bike racks, and the brand appears quite a few times throughout this post, but among all of its well-reviewed products, this 2-bike trunk mount rack gets the most praise, with over 17,000 5-star reviews. You cannot do better. There is no bike rack out there that is of this quality for this price, writes one reviewer who appreciates that it's well built, easy to install, and I feel confident that it's going to keep my bike secure. Another reviewer also appreciates the convenience of being able to fold the rack up and keep it in my trunk for whenever I need it. No need to install anything permanent on the car. And this bike rack can go long distances with no issues. One cyclist drove 11 states, 3,000 miles, and 7 days with their bike strapped to the back and calls it the best bike rack I have ever owned. I was a bit skeptical at first because of the cheap price, but it is worth every penny. Number 2 on the list is Thule EasyFold XT2 Hitch Bike Rack. Whether you need to transport heavier bikes, including some electric models, or you just want a rack that's easy to load and store, the Thule EasyFold XT2 is hard to beat. It's expensive, but this rack has luxury features that make it one of the best overall models we've tested. The EasyFold XT can hold bikes up to 65 pounds each, and it comes with a foldable ramp, which lets you roll bikes onto the rack instead of having to lift them up. This rack is lighter than other heavy-duty models, and when not in use, it folds up to the size of a large airline carry-on bag. The EasyFold is also quick to install and lock to the vehicle, and integrated cable locks let you secure bikes to the rack. However, the EasyFold holds bikes by the frame rather than by the wheels, which some riders don't prefer, and the clamps can be a little awkward to use. It fits 1/4 inch and 2-inch hitch receivers. Number 1 on the list is Kuat Rack's Sherpa 2.02 Bike Rack. In performance and price, the Sherpa 2.0 hits a sweet spot that makes it stand out. Less effort is needed to mount this affordable, lightweight 2-bike model on your car and to stow it away than with a lot of other tray racks. This rack is also simpler than most to secure in the hitch, and its low lift height makes loading bikes easy. The Sherpa 2.0 holds most types of bikes, up to 40 pounds each. It tilts out of the way, even when fully loaded, so you can get into your vehicle, and it folds up compactly when not in use. And for style-conscious riders, the Sherpa 2.0 looks great, with its metallic powder-coated finish and anodized accents. There are versions available to fit both 1/4 inch and 2-inch receiver tubes.